Welcome to the Penny Bloom Podcast. Ain't another place that has got more bombast. Romp past your mom, dads, listening to Tomcats, talking everything that make you sad. We don't want that. We're here to make you smile. Put your mind at ease. Peace, love, and bloom, and always praise Keanu Reeves. This what we about. This some weeding now. We'll talk until we can't no more, and then we peacing out. Alright, let's go. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. Hello everybody and welcome in to Winter is Blooming, a Game of Thrones rewatch podcast by us, the Penny Bloom Podcast. It is I, Colton Robertson, and today I am joined by Joseph George. What's up, homie?
Oh, what up, what up? Always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you. Today we've got Season 2, Episode 7, A Man Without Honor, written by D&D, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, and directed by the Nutman, David Nutter.
Man, you know, it's just nice that we're at the last tail end of this season, because it's always when Game of Thrones is at its best. If you're in the last half of the season, you're in for a treat.
When it hits its stride, buddy, it hits its fucking stride. Like, wow. I'm like, I don't think I realized how great of because the first half of Season 2 was good, and I enjoyed it. But I really think the back half of Season 2 might be some of the best episodes of Thrones we ever got. Like,
yeah.
I'm watching this floored.
Like, memorable scenes. I mean, yeah. And I don't know if it's just the memories coming back to me of like me just watching it before.
As you're watching it, yeah.
But like, I really feel like these scenes I could pick out and tell you like lines before I watch them. Like, I don't know, Jaime talking to the other Lannister guy, and then, you know, the one he eventually kills, you know, whatever. Like, that conversation when he's like, oh my god, I could picture the sun, the rain. Like, I don't know why I remembered that specific conversation, but I did. And it's like these,
you'll have to do one thing. You'll have to die.
God damn. And that's the thing, like, nothing huge happens this episode, really. I'd say the biggest event, the biggest thing might be the killing of the 13. I like, honestly, like, I don't like of a bigger. No, nothing really big. It was just all just kind of, let's pop in and out into places. Well, I guess Bran and Rickon are dead, but you know.
Yeah, that was. Well, what's funny is I didn't remember that. That's really ambiguous.
Yeah, like as of right now, we are to be believed that Bran and Rickon are
first
gone.
Viewing, you're supposed to think, oh God, he just burnt Bran and Rickon alive.
Maester Luwin's reaction, yeah, it was like he truly believed it too, because like the not walnuts. Were they walnuts?
I thought they were walnuts.
Maybe they were. Yeah, walnuts. By the way, Hodor cracking them by hand. Holy fuck!
Few Hodors this week. What was it? 3?
2. Maybe I missed one. I counted 2, but maybe I did miss one. At least from Hodor himself. Maybe I did. I don't know. Was it 3?
No, I think you're right. I think it was just 2. It was in the scene where they're walking away, like in the field, right? And he's like, Hodor.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, and he cracks a nut for Rickon. Like, literally, he gets a walnut and he just goes, just with his hands, which is like, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't think that's really humanly possible. Like, you have to have a nut. Like, if you can do that, that's pretty
certainly not easy. It's certainly not easy.
I guess, okay, fair. He just did it like it was like, you know, like he squished it like it was nothing.
Nutcracker.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was another one, but I counted 2, I guess. I put 2 in there. Whenever I hear a Hodor, I immediately go to the list and I start tallying.
You keep it. Okay, I trust you with the count then. I trust you with the count.
But yeah, I don't know. It was definitely led you to believe, like, we saw them eating those walnuts. Theon's right hand guy, I don't know his name, picks it up and he's like, all right, tell him to go back to the castle, tell him to go back home. We can finish this here.
I like that he has like kind of like a really deep voice that's kind of hard to understand unless you have subtitles on.
Yeah,
I think we have what we need.
You're right. I have to watch. I watch everything in subtitles, but this show it's almost required.
You almost have to with all the different accents and well, there's also the fact that I remember the first time I watched this. This show might have been what made me have to watch things with subtitles.
Yeah.
Because I also needed help remembering who everyone fucking was, and it helps whenever they show like this person says the line, you know, like that
is huge.
That shit's helpful. But yeah, the first time you watch this shit's hard to follow. But if you would, let's begin. If you're down, a little scene by scene, location by location. We will actually start where this episode finishes at Winterfell, which is a rarity as far as these breakdowns are concerned. Usually the last place is where the episode ended, but here we are at Winterfell. Now held by the Ironborn, Theon Greyjoy awakens to find that Osha is gone and that she has escaped with Hodor, Bran Stark, Rickon, and their dire wolves. And he's like, all right, so you let a cripple escape in the night past you. Really? He had the giant with him. The giant. Hodor, oh yeah, what a fucking mastermind Hodor is.
Who else was with him? Oh yeah, Osha. Oh yeah, the girl that you were fucking last night, Theon. Like they were like, Theon is just losing right now. I mean, after that beheading, you know, everyone saw that and they're like, fuck, okay, this dude sucks. Now,
am I reading it wrong that Dagmar is admiring who he's becoming in some way? Like whenever he swings on this guy and just beats the living shit out of him, and then he walks away and he like smiles at him and he's like, "Yeah, now you're becoming Ironborn." You know, like I don't know. Yeah, that's like one step in the right direction, but every other thing he's fucked up brutally. You know, I like there's just no way I'd have any respect.
Yeah, he is kind of admiring him for, I guess maybe it's just the principle of what he's doing, you know, he is finally taking what he wants and just
this for the Ironborn is like whenever Rob was like, and give these terms to Cersei Lannister, we will, you know, the Ironborn are like, yeah, my prince.
I guess if you're an Ironborn, I could see how it would be cool to watch like an initiate go through the, you know, the early stages of power hunger that you feel whenever, because you just start to take what you want, whatever, I guess. Right. You know? I don't know. I don't see it. You know, I think at this point, he should still be like, you're still a pussy in my mind, and you're not even close to Ironborn yet, you know? Yeah, even after taking this, like, Winterfell. So I don't know. Yeah, that is weird. I didn't think about it that way, but he did beat the shit out of that dude.
Oh, he beat the fuck out of him. He really beat his ass, and he never even had a chance to hit back. That was just kind of it. He just beat his ass, and after that, they go on a hunt on horseback to hunt down the boys with the hounds, and you know, Theon gives Lewin shit. He's like, "Oh, you haven't been on a hunt before. How's the hunting?" He's like, "Well, so far so good. Hunting doesn't seem to be much different than riding." He's like, "We're not finding shit, you little pussy." I like that he finds a way to say things without directly insulting him.
Yeah, by just telling the hard truth.
Yeah,
you know, because that's what he has to give him counsel. He's giving him counsel. You know, that's his duty.
Hunting has seems a lot like riding. And Theon, like the way his face goes from a smile to like a scowl, and he's like, "I'm mad. I'm Theon. I'm a bitch." But they end up finding their way to the shepherd's farm. But the farmer says that he hasn't seen anyone. And Dagmar finds some walnut shells, so they know that Bran and Rickon were there. But the hounds can't get the scent. And Theon tells them the hunt is over and to return Maester Lewin to Winterfell. And so after that, you know, he returns to Winterfell, gives a big-ass speech about how this is what happens when you're not loyal to your lord, and I burnt children black. They are destroyed. Bran and Rickon are dead. Maester Lewin, like that was some fucking delivery there by the actor who plays Maester Lewin. The way he screams no is pretty incredible.
I mean, I guess first watch, I definitely thought Bran.
No, 100%.
Like, yeah, like there's in my mind, I had no idea where Bran was going. I was probably more intrigued by Rickon, honestly. Like, cause I don't know, he's just this weird kid that says weird stuff at weird moments. I don't know, like, and then I see two burnt kids and Maester Lewin say no. Like, yeah, I'm fully in that they're dead.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is just also the way that Theon looks after he presents the kids' bodies. Very clearly a person who, again, doesn't want to be doing what they're doing, but for some fucking reason can't stop doing what he's doing. What a fucking cunt. This guy's a dick.
Well, I don't know. We get into that concept or that kind of line of thought with Jon. I don't know. It might be my favorite line over the infamous "You know nothing, Jon Snow," which that came this episode. So to top that line is gonna be hard. But I think there might be a line that Ygritte said that was even better. But I'm jumping ahead, I guess. But it involves that concept of just like, why the fuck are you doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
But I don't know, that's the thing. This episode,
that whole interaction later, he's like, she's like, I might be your prisoner, but I'm a free woman. And he's like, you're not a free woman. That is what prisoner means.
Oh, dude, them two were perfect this episode. They were, oh my God. Having that Valentine's Day episode and having them I think I had them in mind, right? We did. Was that the couple that we both had, or maybe you had?
We both had Bill and Frank. I had Jon and Ygritte.
That's right. I think I might have
Jon
had
and Ygritte, and then nixed them for someone else.
That's right. But man, they definitely deserve to be on there because even just this one episode here of like
so fucking.
Oh, cute. Dude, they're amazing. They're so good.
Wet,
but
oh me Lord. No, I love that shit. It's outstanding, but. Aside from one little scene between the gang that's running away from Winterfell, where they're basically like, yeah, we can't go there, but maybe we will. We're really ambiguous so that you think we might die here in a little bit. That's just kind of what happens after that. And that's another thing. Why didn't I consider the first time I watched this what happened to Hodor or Osha? You know?
Oh, shoot. You're right.
I feel like that's kind of a little tell-all to the people who are actually watching that, like, this probably isn't Bran or Rickon because Osha and Hodor.
You're not thinking about that, though.
No, you're not.
At the end of the episode, you're like, oh my God, Bran and Rickon are dead. You're like, holy fuck, he killed them.
They're dead.
Next episode.
They're
or like,
dead.
I guess if you have
they're
a week
alive,
to think about it, though.
They're dead.
That's the thing. If you're watching this as it comes out, you have a week to think about it. You might actually be like, wait a minute, they were with Osha. I don't know. It depends on how hard you're really looking into the show. But man, yeah, it's Theon, man. It's just sad. It's sad to see this. But he does say it's like it's all just a game to Maester Lewin, you know. And Maester Lewin's very upset, and he's like, "Well, goddamn, you're just playing with life, you know,
little
whatever.
Dick. You're a little asshole."
I mean, in this world, with the way it's going right now, it is a game. War is afoot, you know, and if you want to strike your best chance for power, it's the time to do it, I guess, you know. But man, I don't know. To betray your family, that
I don't know, man.
Brought you
I don't
up.
know, man. You're a little bit of a dick. You're a dick to me.
I can't wait for Reek now. So we'll get there later.
But before long, it can't be long now.
But how soon is Reek?
Season 3. That happens next season that he starts getting tortured.
Okay, that's
because good. Ramsay was just sent with his men to Winterfell.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I think that happens before the end of season 2 that he gets taken, and then we kind of leave it with him being a prisoner, not really knowing the full implications of it.
Sick.
But that does take us to Harrenhal, where Tywin is discussing the assassination of Amory Lorch and how it was apparently an attempted assassination on him. with Sir Gregor Clegane, and he's like, so I don't care how many men you hang. You can hang them all for all I fucking care. Do what you usually do. Go ahead and burn villages. Keep asking questions. This is the kind of insight we got to Gregor. Yes, he's a monster because he's willing to do these things. But apparently Tywin has been ordering him to do such terrible things.
Yeah. I mean, he said, show him what it means to choose the wrong side.
Yeah, it's pretty...
damn. I mean,
yeah.
This right here is my favorite scene of the episode. I think the interaction between Tywin and Arya specifically, but like, I think Tywin... I didn't appreciate Tywin before, I guess. Just because he was always like, he's leading the Lannister army, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the Lannisters. But now that I can like take myself out of the show and be like, okay, me just.
I love it.
Oh my god, him talking to Arya.
I can't say that I've ever met a literate stonemason. Have you met many stonemasons, my lord?
Dude, they were going at each other so good.
He's like, careful.
Yeah,
I enjoy you, girl, but. Be fucking careful.
Oh, dude. And you know, he starts to monologue. He's like, do you know what legacy is? Do you know what legacy means? You know, he turns away.
She's just like, what if I stabbed you in the fucking throat?
Yeah, he's looking right. I mean, she's looking just right at his neck. I added, on the kill list, I put thought about Tywin. I think it's fair. She didn't kill Tywin, but she thought about it. She thought about killing Tywin right here. I don't know, but it was really amazing because the things that he was saying right before was like, this will be the war that I'll be remembered for. They're calling it the War of the Five Kings, and it's the legacy that I'll leave behind to my children. And at the whole time, it's just showing his neck, and like Arya just thinking about killing him. It's like, oh, I could have, what if it ended right here? But I don't. There's part of me that is like, there's no shot that Tywin knows this is Arya, because if he did, 100% he takes her because it's for the war, and obviously having Arya is strategic.
No, yeah, that's what's kind of bewildering to me about this.
There's part of me that actually believes a little bit that he knows that it's Arya, and he's like, this is my last war. The legacy that he is leaving behind is that, like, he's not, like, he doesn't want to fuck with the families, actually. He's like, let's just get this over. I'll do the war stuff. I'll send all the soldiers and everything, but all this, I don't know, family bullshit. Like, I don't know. Because, like, he is responsible, not him directly, but he is responsible for Arya's father's death. Arya no longer has a father. And Tywin is, like, teaching her lessons as he would teach his kids. Not how Ned would teach, but, like, he's legitimately, like, I don't know if that's just what Tywin does, because he's just that kind of guy, but, like, I don't know. There is, like, it is just the smallest little, I don't think it's actually happening at all. Because if he knew, instantly he'd be like...
That's what's interesting on Tywin's part, is that he does clearly know that she's highborn. If you're going to pose as a commoner, at least do it right. And she's like, well, my mom worked as a handmaid and she taught me how to speak properly.
That's the thing, is that, like, he was already a little suspicious, or, like, he knew it was a girl immediately before anyone. And then, like, the interaction with Littlefinger. After that, Tywin put something to, like, I don't know. That's the thing, is that, like, Tywin's not dumb. He's also very smart. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's not out there that he doesn't know completely.
No, yeah, and that's my thing, is that, like, while I like the idea that he does know it's Arya and he's showing some sort of weird sense of mercy, it's the fact for me that he orchestrates the fucking Red Wedding in a season that takes out the Stark family. I don't think he has concerns like preserving their family. I think he would like to end their line if he could. True.
Arya is probably the most important out of that family, though.
Yeah, true.
He doesn't know that, though. So, yeah, you're right. Fuck Tywin. At the end of the day, he did.
No, yeah, there's also the possibility that, like, I don't think he knows Arya is Arya. But she's going by Aerie. Like, you think he'd put something together.
That's what I'm saying, is that, like, there's so many clues there. After Littlefinger's suspicious, after, like, Highborn, after, like, she slips up a little bit, he's like, this is a little weird. He got her to eat in front of him because he wanted to see if she knew how to hold silverware.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything, but that's why he did that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, he's testing her. But why? Why would he be doing that? Like, is it just because he enjoys her company? Was that truly it? I don't know. That's why it's weird. There's something there that I didn't notice before. And I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, he definitely their relationship is an interesting one. And it's almost I'm almost sad that we don't get to see it more after they leave Harrenhal. Like, the fact that this is it. They never interact again after they go their separate ways. Like, that's kind of a little nuts.
Canon break, unless dragons come to Harrenhal after.
They were heavily implying that it happened before House of the Dragon, that this got burnt down by Aegon.
Unless they rebuilt.
That's a hard
yeah. Like,
retcon. Like, that's a.
So we have to go. They believed that it was dragons because that's probably the only thing you could believe that it was at that time, and like, maybe it's just they're hyping up the story of Aegon, because in this time, that's how many years after? That's a long time. They don't fucking know if it was really dragons. We know it wasn't. Or
my only other thought is maybe it was burnt down by a dragon. It was rebuilt shittily, and they were therein able to destroy it a lot easier with just regular fire. Instead of dragon fire, because that's what everyone said. Like, how does dragon fire melt stone? Like, maybe it was already destroyed. And then, because it was also a pretty focused attack that Larys used, because only 2 people fucking died, and they were his dad.
The whole thing about Harrenhal is that you just couldn't get in. You could send 1 million men, but no way you're getting in. So it's like, but Larys was in the inside. He was already inside, and I feel like once you're inside, that's it. So I feel like he could have been the one who destroyed it at first.
The fucking. Like, the thing that keeps fucking me up about this part is that the very beginning of House of the Dragon, where they're all meeting to do, like, the who should be the next king, he doesn't have that's at Harrenhal. Like, I don't think you have that meeting at some burnt to shit, destroyed building, like.
Wait, yeah, no. Okay, so Harrenhal was good. Larys was the first to destroy Harrenhal. I think if a dragon interacted with Harrenhal at all, it was after Larys.
Okay.
Because dragons are still, they're still a thing.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, for sure. That's like, where my money's at. It's just one of those history things where they don't know for sure. They're just like, well, it would make sense. Aegon came over, took out the king who held Harrenhal, and like that would make sense.
And wiped out his whole, because Larys' history is gone. It's only him now. His history's gone. There's a reason they don't know it.
Yeah.
Why, do they mention? He mentioned someone who held Harrenhal. Tywin did.
It was a king before Aegon's conquest.
Oh, so it was that, not Aegon.
Yeah, because before Aegon's conquest, the 7 kingdoms were truly 7 separate kingdoms. They were not a unified nation. Okay. There were 7 different kings in 7 different parts of Westeros.
Okay.
And that guy happened to be one of them.
That's
King
the thing.
Harren, his name was Harren the Black.
Ah, that makes sense.
Harren.
And then the blacks continue. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I see now. Okay. This makes sense.
Yeah. But that was just a nice little brief scene. That was a very good scene as well. So that was a solid one to choose for your favorite. I almost went with Arya for my favorite character. And I ended up it just wasn't enough. There was a lot of good in this episode, and she was damn good, but not quite there. But we then go to King's Landing, where Sansa comes to thank Sandor Clegane for saving her life during the recent riot, and he's like, I'm gonna scare the shit out of her. I like killing. Killing's the sweetest thing there is. And if your dad said anything else, he fucking lied. And she's like, why are you so hateful? And he's like, oh, you'll be thankful for how hateful I am. Once I'm the only thing standing between you and that fucking king you love so much.
I mean, he's brutal, but man, it's his way of showing that he cares. I don't know. It's like, this is the nicest he could be right now, I guess. But man, I don't know. He's so poetic, though. He always speaks in like a dog or a hound doesn't need I don't know. The first thing he said was something poetic, Yeah,
like, you were so brave. The hound, a dog doesn't need to be brave to fight off rats. Or
yeah, something like that. Oh man, but
that was a great line as well. Almost went with that, but yeah, it was a nice little quick scene, and I really enjoyed it. A little key insight into the hound, but. After that, Sansa awakens in bed from a nightmare where instead of the hound coming to save her, she was stabbed and killed. And she wakes up to find the sheets covered in blood because she's had her first period. And she's like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to marry Joffrey and have his babies. She tries to cut the piece out of the mattress. Shay comes in. This is one of the only scenes ever where I'm like, man, I like Shay. This is real as fuck. She walks in, sees it, and is like, let's flip this son of a bitch over, okay? Let's go. A chick walks in. I love the little stare down they all have.
Yeah, the little second of silence, that they are like, oh,
Sansa
fuck.
doesn't like react. She just kind of stands there and like looks at Shay like.
And she's like, what are you gonna go do?
Do you think we might be able to explain our way out of this?
No. Does Shay literally say like, what are you gonna do? Or like, oh no, she just walks away. They don't say anything.
She goes over to her, puts a knife to her throat, and goes, "What?" Or she goes, "What are you going to do?" As she's walking away, and she goes, "I'm going to tell the queen." And then she puts a knife to her throat and says, "You won't tell anybody shit."
Oh, the fuck, you're not.
Not luckily enough. Sandor comes in at the commotion and is like, "Ah." And the way he's standing there, kind of somberly, he's like, "Fuck." Like I didn't. Damn it. I really wish I didn't. Fuck. You could tell he's like, I don't want to do this. This isn't what I want to do. Yeah, but he has to tell someone, and that's when Sansa goes and talks to the queen. Which this scene is what made, this was the first part of two scenes that made me go, yeah, Cersei's my favorite character of the episode. Because this is the most caring she ever gets. This episode.
He just lost a daughter.
Both
Marcella,
scenes.
Off to Dorne.
Mm-hmm.
This is the nicest she's ever been to Sansa because she knows, like, she lost a daughter, so she's like, okay, it's kind of nice to have a daughter to talk to. Let me tell all of my shitty Robert love stories to someone. And also, I know that from this moment on, her life is
fucked.
It's not going to be good.
No, it's the most caring and understanding Cersei ever is, and truly, we don't get a scene with Cersei in this episode that she is a bitch. She's a good chick in this episode, and I had to go with her for that reason because she is just she's a queen who's doing her duty. Obviously, she's been evil as fuck. It's not like she stopped being evil, no. But this is the closest she can be to being a good guy, and tries to comfort her and saying, the more people you love, the weaker you are. Sansa asks, shouldn't I try to love Joffrey? And Cersei's like, yeah, you can try. Damn. You won't, but you can try. And it's just such a clarity of, she lost Marcella. And she's like, I still have Tom, and thank fucking God. Because Joffrey's a piece of shit. Like, to be Cersei Lannister
now. Yeah.
To be Cersei Lannister and go, oh, that's a piece of shit. You realize how terrible that person has to be for Cersei to recognize that you're a piece of shit? Like,
and her kid.
She's like, I love him. I love him to death. But holy fuck does he suck. I can't help him. I've tried. I can't do anything to make him see reason.
Tyrion lets her know. It's like, hey, you beat the odds.
And then we go to my favorite scene.
They're so good, man. You're right. Cersei, holy shit, you are right. Cersei killed this episode.
And then this scene is why Lena Headey gets my performance nod, and this scene is my favorite scene of the episode. Like, she dominated this episode for me whenever she goes to meet with Tyrion, because again, she goes there looking for someone to talk to. She's
she doesn't have Jaime.
She doesn't have
Marcella.
Either. Yeah,
she doesn't have her father. She doesn't have anyone now. She has Joffrey and Tommen.
Yeah, she's like, and she's not good with Tyrion. They still always fucking hate each other. And so she jives at him a little bit, like, is that what you send him whores to torture? And he's like, I really thought that would help.
Yeah, I fucked up there.
That's on me, man. But then that's when she gets vulnerable, and she's like, yeah, like, for real, I appreciate, like, it's almost like, I appreciate you trying, but you gotta know there's none of that. That won't happen with him. He's fucked, and I can't help but think it's mine and Jaime's fault. And then this is the scene where it's like, for sure, Tyrion always knew this is just a little confirmation. Like, whenever she goes, like, he looks like he looks like Jaime, and Tyrion, like, he just kind of sits there like, oh, are we about to talk about this?
From a certain light. She goes, from a certain light. That's how she continues.
Yeah.
Like, he looks so much like Jaime. From a certain light. Like, she paused, like, and I don't know, it was...
Fuck. And then she's like, you know what? Fuck it. I can tell you this. You're not going to tell anybody. And that's what's cool. Like, they hate each other, but even so, they're family, and she knows she can trust him with information like that, because if he doesn't love her, he does love Jaime, and she knows that. Like, that's what's cool about their relationship, is that's what they know they have in common.
Yeah,
is that they love Jaime.
They love Jaime. One's love is a little.
It's different. It's different, obviously,
but it's still there. No, I understand.
But that's why Cersei can confide in Tyrion. If Tyrion hated Jaime, she would never talk to him about shit. It's because he loves him and she loves him that she can find some common ground to be able to get vulnerable and talk to Tyrion about it.
And I really thought they were gonna, like, hold hands or something at the end there, but
not actually Tyrion.
Actually making it awkward and making it just them standing there is way better.
So much better.
Like,
and like, again,
they don't do that.
I almost went with Peter Dinklage because of the opposite side of the performance, but it's the way, like, Lena Headey,
and the Lannisters fucked this episode.
They dominated.
Shit.
They were the shit. Tywin, Tyrion, Cersei, and Jaime all fucking destroyed.
And the one who died.
Alton,
poor guy.
Poor little dude.
Yeah. Damn.
Poor little dude. Best day of his life was when he squired fucking 10 years ago.
Hey, I mean, this is probably the second best day of his life, being chained up with Jaime, and he'll remember it as remembering.
But
no. Is his mom the fat one?
No, you know.
But that's the thing. He was like, at first. Okay, I guess we'll get there.
But yeah, we are now in the Westerlands. That is the next place the story takes us. We're at King Robb Stark's army. They're close to an unidentified keep, and Alton returns as an envoy, giving Queen Cersei's response, and he's a little, hesitant. And Robb's like, "Hey, man, if we all hanged for what our distant relatives did, no one would be left." So, and he's like,
Robb is just the coolest king.
Oh,
ever.
He is such a good guy.
Every single thing that comes up, it's just like, man, you are just right. You've been right every time.
You just get it. And like, not from and clearly his men are already turning on him a little bit, but from like a just decency standpoint, he's right, and just wanting to be a person, he's right. But at this time, he was just ahead of his time,
Yeah.
Should have been a ruler.
Yep. And maybe a little distracted by love a little bit. You know,
hey, but ain't nothing wrong
a little bit,
with
but
that.
it helps. But it's helping his cause right now, definitely. But I can see how his men might see that as a weakness, in wartime. But no, man, Rob is just they knew they are just making him the best character on purpose. They want you to love him to death. You know, they know what's coming. And it's just, it's so brutal.
Well, and it's also cool, something I've never really thought about, I don't know why, but the fact that Talisa and Rob's love kind of blooms at the same time that John and Egret's does is kind of awesome. Like, I've never really thought about the fact that there's like a paralleling, they're both falling in love with a woman that they're from different walks of life, and that's, you know, like that takes them away from their duty. John wants to go be a wildling now. Rob's like, fuck what I said I would do for the phrase. Like, I'm going to marry Talisa, you know, like, they're both abandoning duty for love. Love is the death of duty. Maester Aemon was spitting, bruh. He was spitting. But,
damn. That's the thing, is that if your life is supposed to be duty, whatever, you can just do that forever. But who's to say that duty is the right thing? You know, maybe that life with love is your duty. You know, maybe think about it that way. Maybe the war isn't your duty. Maybe the war isn't to avenge your father and let your, you know, just all this family drama drop down onto you. So, you know, it's all just a game from Theon. Or
it's the game we play.
God damn.
No, I love it. I love it.
These two love stories, though. Oh, there's another couple that could, you know, not as good as John and Egret, I'd say.
Robin,
we get a lot more.
Really cute. They're cute as fuck.
Still another tragic end, though. Very
arguably
more tragic, probably.
Tragic end you could possibly
way more tragic. I mean, that was holy shit. I don't think that's actually even close.
Yeah, and they actually get married and stuff. Like, there's a lot. There's a kid
there. There's a kid in there, and
it's bad. It's bad. It's real bad.
So yeah, tragic love story. But as of right now, oh man, they're awesome. Like you know, she comes up to him and it's like, oh, you know, I need supplies, blah blah blah, and like, oh, I shouldn't interrupt. Sorry, but he's like, continue, my lady. And she's like,
he's like, oh, you can interrupt me anytime you want. You know?
And he's like, I need this, and you know, those are pretty easy, whatever.
Like,
but
if I could send to the crag,
if I could maybe write a list where it's like, come with me. What about that? She's like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, dude, no,
and the way everyone's watching on, like, you fucking. And another thing that is also really important to consider that I always forget in reference to this relationship is that the Northerners, not only is he being taken away from duty, they're also like flagrantly racist. And she's from Volantis.
She's a foreigner.
She's a foreigner. They don't like her because of that. If she was a white northern girl, they'd be like, yeah, man, fuck your duty. I don't give a shit. You know, like, or not. They would be like, I don't think this is wise, my lord, but do your thing, you know?
Is it that? Or, because I guess his mom is more of like, you're already promised to someone, you made a promise to Walter Frey, you know, you can't, like, hey, like, watch it, you know, and I know what's going on here. You know, turns out, she is a daughter of Walter Frey, right? Is that what happened? Like, is it like
Talisa?
Is that actually like it? I thought for some reason that she lied about where she came from and that she ended up actually being a daughter, and then it actually worked out and they could marry each other for some reason.
That's why they die.
Oh, so that makes,
because they get killed at the Frey house at the wedding.
Because I knew they are. Why did I think that she was secretly a Frey daughter for some reason? What twist am I confusing it with? There has to be I don't know. Because obviously I know that they all die at the Red Wedding. I know that. That is a memory that has stuck with me for a long, long time. But I don't know where that is coming from. What the fuck? Why did I think she was a Frey daughter secretly? Wow. Yeah, no. Makes way more sense that she's just a foreigner.
No, yeah. The problem is that she is not a Frey daughter. He marries her anyway, and then the wedding that happens is Catelyn's brother to one of his daughters. That's the wedding that they're at whenever it happens. And they attended, and they were like, "Yeah, sorry, but we can give you Catelyn's brother. Is that cool?" And they're like, "That's fucking disgusting. We're gonna kill all of you."
I see now. The Red Wedding is more clear now.
Well, and like another thing, at some point within the next season, we're going to watch Tywin sit down and write like a scroll. They don't show us what's on that scroll, but I'm fairly certain it's him writing to Roose Bolton, like, it's about to go down. Like, we're going to kill these motherfuckers. But anywho, that night, Jaime is joined by Alton Lannister in his little cell, and he talks to him about the best day of his life. When he was 16, he was squiring for him. He's like, "It's nice to be a part of something so beautiful, you know. He was a painter, and he only used red." And I was like, "Oh, you corny motherfucker. I love it."
Man, I don't know. And like the fact that the squire was like, and I couldn't just go back to my family and tell them what it was like squiring for someone like you. They wouldn't even understand a fucking sentence of what I had to say. And it's like, I don't know, what's that about? Like, why wouldn't you want to be like, hey, you thought I was going to disappoint our family in front of the family, but actually I was liked really by good. Jaime, and I did very well.
He's like, you know, and I can't tell if he actually had this gift, quote unquote, or if he's lulling him so that he can kill him. I think, you know, being like, you knew when you were needed, you knew when you weren't, and that's an important thing. I never squired for Barristan Selmy again. I didn't have your gift. That's
pretty sick though. That story.
Oh, that was
how his entrant, like, that's how he became such a, you know, swordsman. Is he saw one of the best to ever do it, probably the best to ever do it.
Oh yeah, I love the way he put it too. Like, I couldn't imagine fighting like that back then. Like, yeah. I'm like that now.
Yeah, I totally have that now. I have that. I am like that.
I am him. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. But ultimately, he kills Alton, luring the guard Torrhen Karstark, and then he kills Torrhen Karstark, freeing himself. And unfortunately, he for Jaime, he is very quickly caught and returned with Lord Rickard Karstark, one of the more notable nobles of the North, being like, "Yeah, I'm going to kill this guy. Sorry, bring me his head."
This interaction was actually kind of cool. Like,
oh, it's really good because Rob's already taken off. It's up to Catelyn apparently to keep everyone at bay. Like, she is now in command apparently. And she has to argue for Jaime's life. Like, and that's another great thing about Catelyn is that, like, I was tempted to go with Catelyn and Michelle Fairley, you know, like for performance and character because she was so damn good here. You know, Karstark is like, he killed my son, and she's like, he crippled mine. Best believe I want his ass dead, but we can't do that. Not until Rob's back. You know, ask him. And he's like, I'll be demanding his head. And she's like, it's not wise to make demands of a king. And Karstark's head will be off his shoulders before long. He who passes the sentence shall swing the sword, and Rob passes the sentence and swings a sword. Yeah, pretty brutal.
And I mean, I don't know. I see where the dude's coming from, you know. But, like, he has to recognize that they've been keeping him a prisoner there for a reason. They haven't killed him for a very specific reason, you know. I guess at that point, he's like, fuck it. The whole point that they're fighting the war is because they affected the Stark family and have their daughters and killed Ned, so that's why they're fighting. they're fighting for Rob for that. But now that his family's affected, he's like, all right, fuck it. I'm throwing everything out. It's not anything to me anymore. This war is, I don't know. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's just war. I guess that's why this show's just so good, is because you don't get these situations anywhere else other than war. Like literally, like you do not see this, and like, I don't know. I wish war was still fought with swords. Well, not really, but it would make for a lot less deaths. But I don't know. Yeah, it's heating up. It is heating up.
Yeah, the next part's when the shit really gets good, when Jamie explains about why he did what he did, why he's the Kingslayer. Honor and loyalty are naive at best, hypocritical at worst, and he's like, and I've only ever been with Cersei, so in a way, I'm more honorable than your old bitch-ass Ned Stark. Callan's like, Brienne, give me your fucking sword.
Yeah, he was like, how did it feel when honorable old Ned came back to Winterfell after he fucked, the way he like emphasized, like after he fucked some
another woman.
Yeah. He fucks and came back with some bastard.
Did you pretend to love that child?
Oh man. Like he was.
What I love is that this is like a dichotomy between Jamie and Cersei, where they are both finally getting honest about what happened, like who they are, what they're into. And one is from a pure place of vulnerability of like, I need to talk to you about this. I feel terrible about what's happening. And Jamie's like, fuck it, man. I love what's happening.
I want you to kill me. Yeah. I think it's more of like, I think I am going to say, I think I'm like, in my mind, Jamie is trying to write his death right now. He's saying everything he can to try to get Catelyn to kill him. Like everything he can. So he's like, fuck it. If I'm dying right here.
Yeah, he starts the scene with like this. I think this is my last night on Earth.
Yeah, because he escapes. There's a whole point. He knew he'd get captured again. And he's like, if I do escape, fuck it, I escape and cool. But if I'll probably get captured and I'll die. I don't know. I think he made that decision.
Hey, we're about to start this is where Brienne and Jamie meet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Him being like, "Where'd you get this beast? You're gonna fall in love with that beast." Okay, Jamie. Fuck you, dick.
But man, he got the performance of this episode. It's nice having like Cersei and Jamie. It's really weird. I would never feel like, it's nice having Cersei and Jamie together. But like for this episode, it like Cersei actually was nice. Yeah, they fucking rocked it. So, he got my performance. He just was on the whole time. I felt like he was on screen for a like for a long time too. It felt like, but, man, we haven't even gotten to the wall yet. Holy fuck!
Nope, that's where we are now. That's where we are now. In fact,
man,
we see Jon Snow waking up, spooning Ygritte, the legs slung over the top of her and everything. I'm like, man, this is some real shit. And he's got a little morning wood going, and Ygritte delivers my favorite line of the episode. Did you pull a knife on me in the night? And he like gets I like the way that they both wake up at like the same time, and he like realizes that he's hard, and he's like, oh god, no. And then she's like, did you put a knife on me in the night? And he like gets up and freaks out, and he's like, sorry.
I mean, she just keeps going. She knows Jon is like, this is one of the most prude people in the Game of Thrones universe that there is.
Virgin, like you're a virgin.
Is he though? Yeah,
never fucked.
I thought,
the story that him and Sam told was him almost.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And then he couldn't. Okay, so fair. But I don't know. It was just, she was not like letting it up. Like, don't call them that. What? Stones?
Your stones and your bone.
Neither. Both. He's, he doesn't know how to like, how to answer and
neither. Both. God. I almost went with Kit Harington. Like, there were a lot of just almosts in this one where I was like, oh man, they're all so fantastic. But They go on and on arguing about freedom, his oaths, and invading lands and such. And he's like, he tells her, my father was Ned Stark. I have the blood of the first men in my veins. And
why
she's
are you fighting us?
Yeah, then why are you
that
fighting me?
line right there? I don't know. Is that line better than you know nothing, Jon Snow?
There are a few lines in this episode that are actually better than the classics. Like, you know nothing, Jon Snow is the obvious, like, yeah, we're gonna go. One of us is going with you know nothing, Jon Snow. That's a guarantee. And I guarantee you that line's better than "Did you pull a knife on me in the night?" Like it's all like it's favorites. It's not best. Because there are a few lines in this episode that are fucking good. And in Karth and here specifically, where did those stand out? But
it was interesting seeing her reaction to Ned Stark being Jon's father, because she was kind of like, "Whoa, hold on a second." Like, I don't know. Like, she was very taken. So, like, she knows who Ned Stark is. Like, the wildlings know everything because of Mance Rayder, right? Or
the
wildlings
know Mance Rayder, and they know a lot of crows.
Or not Mance Rayder. Is Mance Rayder their current king?
Yeah, Mance Rayder's the king. Okay, so king beyond the wall.
Okay,
but the first ranger of the Night's Watch is somebody they know, and the first ranger is Benjen Stark. So they're like, oh, she's like, oh shit, you're the nephew of the first ranger. Like, you are.
That's how she knows. Is Benjen's cool with the wild? Like,
doubt it. No, like they hate that motherfucker. And that's why she's like, oh, like I could probably.
I see.
If I bring you in, this is gonna be fucking huge. I
see now. So so Mance Rayder, he was. I guess I want to get like he was a member of the Night's Watch, and then he was like deserted. Was like fuck it, and then just. How did he gain his power? Like, do we know that yet, or is it like explained later at all, or like, do we know?
I can't remember how much it's explained. I think we get a little bit of him explaining how he united them. Like I think he just makes it clear that there's a threat in the north. We all need to band together and leave. Pretty much. Like, I think that's just kind of it. But anywho, she states that the animosity of the Southerners towards the wildlings is arbitrary. You just put up a wall and decided that land was yours. And she continues to be like, oh, so you're a virgin. You never fuck nothing. You want to fuck me? That'd be cool. Like, you're really hot. You're really pretty. All the ladies back at camp would scratch each other's eyes out trying to fuck you. You're scared, huh? You're scared of this pussy? This pussy
doesn't have teeth. She's like,
doesn't have teeth. It's wool.
Yeah, man. And she was like, man, you are boring, dude. You suck, man.
You are dull.
Man, we're out here beyond the wall. You have no one around us, and you're still not even gonna fuck. Like, damn, dude, you suck.
Loser. Loser. But she escapes after that, pulling him to the ground and leads him into an ambush. And she says, "You should have taken me while you had the chance." Fantastic. And I like that Jon was even a little tempted a few seconds ago. He's like, right here in the middle of nowhere, it's so cold and stuff. If she'd have gone, yeah, he'd have probably been like,
so,
okay.
I'm assuming she's saying all this because she knows her people are pulling up. Like, she hears, like, she knows, and like, I don't know. Or like, do you think she's actually like?
No, yeah, for sure. If she can get a fuck out of this, she's down. She's not.
Okay, so
she's not just like. She's like when she says you should have taken me when you had the chance. Like, she's like, I would have fucked you right now, knowing that all these people were surrounding us, like waiting to jump out. Like, I swear.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's a what if.
She was like, I'm definitely going to take you in. But if we could have sex, that would also be cool.
That what if would have been insane. They would have fucked. Everyone would have seen it. Do you think she would have killed him and been like, damn, I fucked and killed Jon Snow, the nephew of Benjen Stark? Or do you think she fucks him and then captures him and gives him to Mance Rayder?
Oh, I think she still gives him to Mance Rayder. I think she goes about the plan exactly how she went about the plan. She just would have had sex with him first.
Regardless, Egret's my favorite character of the episode. She, like,
deserved.
I mean, I more for like just the pure comedy and pure enjoyment from them. Like the relationship was awesome. She was just hilarious. Like everything that she was coming back and saying, like, I hear the boys tell me that your stones start to hurt whenever you don't, for a while. I don't know if it's true or they're just telling me, and that's how they want me to, make me feel bad for blah. Like everything she was just saying was so good. And I don't know, her just coming out on top, at the end, just being like, yeah, you should have taken me while you had the chance, and where they go from here is I think this is like her real jump off point here. Like she was introduced, last episode and everything. We got her, but we got her iconic line. We got
her.
Know
nothing, Jon Snow.
We got her this episode.
Yeah, we did get Ygritte. We got Ygritte, but it's a good choice. That's a good choice. But that does conclude Beyond the Wall, and it takes us to Qarth, where Daenerys is still desperate to find her dragons, and Ser Jorah Mormont returns. And I love the way she's like, "You came back," and he's like, "As soon as I heard,"
He is. I don't know. I used to think he was more of just like simp. Like whenever I was first watching the show, because that's like just what my friends would call him, or like and everything while they watched it too. But now I don't know. Like he sees the power that she has, the change that she can make, and he also loves her. So it's like, okay, I don't care about the simp, whatever. Like he is just loyal to her.
Oh, and, yeah, 100%. Whatever. It's unconditional too. She doesn't have to love him back. And She doesn't, she makes that clear again. He tries to grab her shoulder and she's like, "You're too familiar. Get the fuck out of here. Find my dragons." And he's like, "Will do." He just leaves.
He's like, "Trust me." And she's like, "There it is. You want me to fucking trust you? Who do I trust? I can't trust anybody." And he's like, "Just let me help you. Just tell me how." He's like, "Just give me anything.
Yeah.
Find my dragons.
I will give you the fucking world."
I mean, instantly. She said, "Find my dragons." Instantly, that man walked out. Yep. I mean, he was on a mission. And who the fuck is this masked? This is the last appearance of this masked lady?
Yep.
You're telling me
we
this
never
is
see
it.
her again. We never see Quaithe again.
She's tattooing a naked lady, and she somehow knows where Daenerys' dragons are, and fucking... What? Who the fuck is she? What? Who? Jack and Hagar?
My other theory is she's Quaithe of Asshai, and Asshai is where the Red Woman is from. Is there something with the
we also theorized that it was the bitch that beat up Arya. That is the waif. That's right.
Quaithe waif.
Yeah, that could be cool if it's.
That could be cool.
What? How does she know everything that she knows? And Jorah is just Jorah goes up to her. That's the thing. Daenerys says, "Find my dragons." That's the first thing on Jorah's mind. He needs to find Daenerys' dragons now, and he goes to her instantly. That's the first.
A couple episodes ago, he was like, "Someone." She was like, "Someone will try to steal her dragons. Protect them."
And it's but Jorah knew her before too, right? They've known each other. So the first time that was their first
interaction.
What the fuck is this person? What?
There could be a really simple explanation to this too, because in the books, whenever there's no "I invoke Sumai," she gets met outside the gates of Qarth, and they're like, "We're not going to let you in." No, they just let her in. In the books, and the people who come and greet her, they go to her out in the Red Waste and then guide her there. They don't wait for her at the walls of Qarth. The people who come and greet her are Xaro Xhoan Daxus, Pyat Pri, the Warlock, and Quaithe. It's those three. It's the masked lady and the two people who betray her. There's the possibility that she just knows what their plan is and is like, "I don't agree with what they're about to do, so I won't take part in it." and I'll let you know what's about to happen.
Maybe that was Zaro. What?
Zaro-Zoandoxis.
Zaro-Zoandoxis' previous wife.
Ooh, I like this.
And his whole life is a lie. Everything that man says.
Shall we look inside my vault and you tell me that there's anything your dragons could not buy me that I couldn't already afford? Fuck you.
Everything that man says is a lie. And he said, what did he say? What happened to his previous wife? They died, or they just split up, or So
the gods saw fit to take her away from him, or something like that.
Yeah. So that's my headcanon for now. I guess they're just they're in cahoots, and so that's how she knows. Yeah, they're not previous wife, maybe still a thing, but have to be in secret. Actually, kind of cool. Gives kind of a cool aspect to their story. Not gonna lie, still fuck that guy a little, pretty much. But I mean, that's the thing. Fake it till you make it. Yeah. And that's pretty sick. That's a pretty cool upcoming of a story.
Quaithe is way out of Zaro-Zoandoxis' league, though. I can't even see her face, but I can just tell. Just the vibe she's got. Way out of his league.
Okay. Didn't think about this.
Nevertheless, Jorah finds Daenerys in the company of Kavaro, pleading the Council of the 13 to find her dragons, and the warlock Pyat Pri is like, I will take you to them in the House of the Undying. And she's like, you have my dragons. He's like, yes, I sure do. I wanted to keep them safe. You can come see them whenever you want. And he's like, I made a deal with the King of Karth. Everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The King of Karth. What a
And then
funny
the King of Karth
concept.
walks up. It's Zaro, and he's like, yep, that's me. What's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, we're working together. Woo!
That was the other half of the deal. What's up? You guys are too lazy to make change. You see dragons and aren't doing shit.
Yep.
I mean, honestly,
Pyat Pri is like, I'm gonna make 11 of me, and I'm gonna kill all of you. Slits a bunch of throats. Really scary. What the fuck is this dude on? How does he do this?
I have no idea. It's whatever they drink. It's right. The moonshine, whatever. I don't know.
The nightshade.
Something
Shade
like that.
of the evening.
Night. It's a combination of shade, night, moon, and evening. Something like that. Combine those words. Not all of them, but some of them together. And
Moon
there you
Knight.
go. Moon Knight. They drink Moon Knight, and they have the powers of Moon Knight. One that we haven't seen before is that he has multiple personalities, but what he doesn't know yet is that he can actually just take him actually out of his body. Yeah, and he has as many as he wants.
Yeah. No. Well, what's also interesting to me is that they're clearly not real.
Yeah, because whenever they get stabbed, it's poof.
He just
Obi-Wan
Kenobi in A New Hope. Just
gone. I mean, maybe the hate on Zaro-Zoandoxis. Did I say that right? Zaro-Zoandoxis.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the hate on him was a little too quick. Because actually, now that I think of his story, someone who came from nothing and just kind of that's what Parasite's all about. They faked a Harvard diploma. They faked their way till they made it.
Right.
I mean, look what happened to him. Whatever. But I don't know. It's kind of in that world. If you want to play the game, he played the game. He is the King of Karth now. Undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
He's only got the what's the House of the Undying guy's name?
Pyat Pri.
Pyat Pri. Yeah. Is it the Pyat Pri, or is his name Pyat Pri?
His name is Pyat Pri.
Pyat Pri. Yeah, I don't know. This dude, there's a lot of magic in this show that they just, it's just there. The dark magic that killed Khal and Daenerys' baby, pretty much. That never explained. This magic, the Red Woman's magic, really. It's just there. Just believe. It
just exists.
It's just
deal
there.
with it, and I like that. I like that a lot. It makes it a lot more fun to watch and easy to watch. I really enjoy it. But ultimately, Pyat's like, come to the House of the Undying, please. It's only $5 for admission.
He's really just a spokesperson for the House of the Undying, because that's all I remember of this guy, is that how many times he says, just come to the House of the Undying. It's like, oh my god, dude, just Dracarys already. Just burn already.
Fucking Pyatt Pre. But that does conclude the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I think we might be ready for a rating.
I think we are. And, I think I'm actually higher on last episode than I am this one.
Not by a lot, but yeah.
It's not a surefire 10. That's the only reason. Is because there was a little hesitation, but it's a 9.25, 9.5, 9.
Yeah, I would definitely say this is my second favorite episode of the season so far. I'd be willing to go as high as a 9, probably a 9.5, if I'm being honest.
Like it. Yeah, I think last episode just had, I don't know, it felt more grand, more suspenseful, more, I don't know. This one, it's just a different feel. It's more laid back, relaxed. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a different kind of feel of the episode, but still so little happened, but so much happened at the same time. Yeah. I don't know how they do it. I just can't explain it in words.
It's incredible.
But yeah, I think I like 9.5.
All right. Genre wise, I'm at a 10.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Game of Thrones at Game of Thrones best.
Yeah. I don't think there's any debate there. No Sumai needed. I can't. I don't know. I really want to invoke Sumai, but I don't think it'll be rare. That
can't just throw that around,
Yeah, it'll be. That's the thing. We don't really disagree a whole lot either.
No, yeah, I think Game of Thrones it'll be used less than it will in comic book movies and stuff. And who knows? Maybe come season 8, I'm a little bit of a season 8 apologist. Maybe come that time, I'm like, nope. I save all 3 of them for season 8 and invoke Sumai on one of my episodes.
Don't worry about episode 3 because episode 3 is perfect. You don't have to worry about that. So if you have, you could basically make season 8
could be
half of it could be perfect.
Yeah,
I guess only one category. You can make one episode if you
unless
want
to
Sumai for one episode.
For one episode,
whoa,
get the full say.
Whoa, I don't know. That's the thing. Is that are we doing Sumai for each 3 Sumais for each project, or 3 Sumais for the year?
Per project. Project.
Okay.
But critically, I really enjoyed the way this episode looked. I thought it was really, really nice to look at. I thought that it was really written extremely well, performed extremely well. I'm sitting pretty high on this one. Maybe, I think I'm north of 9. 9, maybe 9.25.
Okay. I think I'm there. Yeah. I think it was just either just as well made as last episode or a little bit better. So.
Yeah, because I thought the
Tyrion
visuals
and Cersei
really stood out in a different way. I thought the lighting in this episode was incredible. Because another thing that just for some reason this episode stuck out to me was the landscapes they were in. It was just wow, yeah, you're there. North of the wall, they're in when you see the distance go off for miles, they're in that place. That's not a green screen that we're seeing, and it's just crazy how much of an effect that has on the final product. The way it looks, it's just
so much better.
It's just better, and
it makes it feel so much more real because it is real. That's the thing. I don't know.
The only fake shit in this movie is whenever we get that another beautiful shot of Harrenhal from above, zoomed in through Tywin's window. You remember that shit? That was super cool, and they didn't build Harrenhal, but that shit was so fucking cool. I'm
glad the show had a fuck ton budget. I'm glad.
Me too.
I am, because they saw what George R. R. Martin wrote, and they were like, "Yep, we can give millions and millions of dollars to this. Let's do it." And thank God it worked, and they just kept pumping it out. Because that's 9.67. IMDb gave it a 8.8 this episode. So basically a 9. Yeah, we're pretty much right on critically with IMDb there. But let's see, is that the Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. I just didn't put in the critic. What did we give it critically?
I think we put a 9.25. I punched it in for us.
Oh, okay. So 9.58 actually is our overall, so about a 9.6. Which, let's see, second best of the season, which makes sense.
Second best of the season. Third best episode of the show overall.
With episode 6, A Golden Crown, which is cool.
So tied for third.
Yeah.
Some incredible episodes here at the end of season 2.
And also ties with the premiere of House of the Dragon.
Okay.
So there you go. Got some good company that it's with. So, yeah.
Yeah, then
and we got 3 episodes. Holy fuck. Got 2 episodes. We're 2 episodes away from Blackwater.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're almost done with season 2. We have 3 episodes left in the season.
The Prince of Winterfell? Oh, shit. I don't even want to think about what happens. I'm just going to let it happen. I don't even remember, really. Okay, yep, nope. Don't even want to think. Prince of Winterfell.
Don't even want to think.
Blackwater, the only big thing I know that happens is Blackwater.
Yeah, that's pretty huge, too. I also loved, we talk about the title of the episode and how it's kind of, how indicative it can be of the episode. This one is one of the best. Man Without Honor. Could be Theon, could be Jaime, could, it could be pretty much any fucking guy. Zaro Zoandoxis and Pyat Pri, Tywin. It could be anybody. It's a pretty incredible episode title, so I really liked that. But yeah, with that, I think we'll conclude this episode of Winter is Blooming. We'll be back next week for season 2, episode 8, The Prince of Winterfell. Tomorrow, I believe we are doing The Last of Us episodes 4 through 6. That's coming up. It happened, and it's time to talk about it. We'll be doing that tomorrow, episodes 4 through 6 of The Last of Us. Wednesday, we will continue coverage of The Bad Batch, with episodes 9 and 10 being covered this Wednesday. Thursday, what do we decide on for Thursday? What's Thursday?
It is Mandalorian.
Yes, Mandalorian season 3 predictions, along with a little Star Wars ranking up to this point.
Yeah.
And then Friday we continue our comic book journey through film with Batman 89, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be joined by Blaine Rezach, who has a nice little podcast going on now. Changed since when we recorded that episode, but now it's all paranormal focused. They tell stories about ghosts and stuff, which is really fun.
Dang, that's kind of sick. Batman 89 coming out, and we got Michael Keaton returning.
Yeah, it's good timing.
Wow,
but yeah, if you would, head to patreon.com/PennyBloomPod, where you find over 50 hours of exclusive content. We are certainly going to be covering Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania sometime very soon, and it will be available over there. And for $3 a month, you get access to that and all fucking, basically, I think it's 100 episodes plus of exclusive shit over on patreon.com/PennyBloomPod. Follow on Twitter @PennyBloomPod. Follow on Instagram @PennyBloomPodcast. Remember to leave a 5-star rate and review wherever you are listening. I was Colton Robertson. I'm joined by Joseph George. Thank you very much, homie.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you. And remember, peace, love, and bloom. And you know nothing, Jon Snow.